Sally Johnson in Burlington.
Hello, Sal.
Bear Brown,
Think I know you.
Noah Reed, Burlington.
Think I know you.
In Casablanca.
Think I know you.
No, Burlington.
Good.
Paul Keller, Graham.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, we came today as part of an effort on NAACP to connect and reconnect and get some work done.
Sure.
And so we have a letter to leave with you.
Okay, thank you.
Get ready to go, so
Thank
you'll
you.
have something to look at.
Sure.
We may cover some territory that's not on the letter, but
That's
anyway,
okay.
we will leave you something. So we understand there's going to be a piece of legislation introduced around redistricting and moving quickly called the something Act.
Democracy Restoration Act.
Yeah, the Democracy Restoration Act of 2017. So Barrett, were you going to say something about that, or?
Yeah, I can. We believe that these districts, well, the federal court said the districts were written with almost surgical precision to be racist, and that they should be.
So we're talking about our legislative.
Right,
Okay.
the legislative districts.
We have a lot of districts. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
want to
sorry.
make sure I clarify.
So-
just let me know when Teresa's here.
She's here.
Okay, give me a few minutes.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate it.
And so they asked that it be, well, they mandated that it be, the districts be redrawn, and we would like those districts redrawn as quickly as possible.
Right.
We just talked to Mr. Riddell, and he said there was some layover, it had been laid aside or something.
Yeah, I don't know dates. I
March
understand it's the
15th was
ones that would be affected, of course, are where we had the majority minority districts. Don't think it, understand that not going to affect my district, but they would affect others.
Right.
Where do you stand on that, on redistricting?
Oh, I'm gonna let the courts decide.
I think they already
not
did.
They
about to-
did, and the March
Yeah.
15th was the
Well, I think
deadline.
there's still a little bit going on in the courts on that.
Is that why the deadline's passed and no action's been
I think
taken?
there's a little bit more. The courts are still very, very much involved. It'll be handled at the top.
Would you support it being as soon as possible?
I'm gonna let the courts decide. I mean, we're going to have my strengths and weaknesses, as you well know, meaning where I spend my time when it gets to the judiciary side. We have a redistricting panel, we've got attorneys at both sides. I'm gonna let the courts decide.
But they have decided, and if there's
Well,
any
you mean
kind-
a court's decided.
So there's a
That would be like,
countersuit.
that, let's face it, there's winners and losers. Yesterday, Roy Cooper, we had three different things that were sued. One of them they ruled for our Republicans, and one of them they ruled for Governor Cooper. And so all those now will go to the next court. So the process.
And we hope you will go through it, because we know there are people out there that are being left out of the process because of the way it is currently. At least that's what I know.
Well, we would certainly hope that the people that run our courts will make that determination.
But do you generally support districting that does not, isn't surgically?
Well, I think that's a matter of interpretation on it. Some people think that it was by the letter of the law and fair and legal, and there's certain other folks that think they're not. So we've got to let the courts decide.
Well, and the Democrats do it in their favor, Republicans do it in their favor. There's got to be some middle ground. Would you not agree?
I would think the courts are going to let us know.
What do you got on what else on your list? We only got
Okay.
2 more minutes.
Okay.
We're not doing House Bill 2.
HB2, you never heard too much about HB2.
A little bit. I think you'll see. Some movement of some sort. It's a lot of it. Not only a North Carolina issue, but we got actually on both sides. Both parties have got a vested interest in seeing something happen. I think I could safely tell you without any uncertainty or doubt that we're not going to legislate girls and boys in our public schools showering together or dressing together. I just don't see that being part of any dialogue that we will have down here.
I don't think anyone's for that, though.
Well, no, but that is absolutely what the legislation says there's no way you can say it doesn't. It absolutely does. Now, but once we get that once we get that part, and we get our just your basic privacy concerns of men and women with using the same facilities. After that, I think you'll have a little dialogue moving forward on where we might be able to go with that.
I just don't understand why we're legislating common sense, because it's never really been an issue, and now the law.
Well, it
states,
never was an issue in Charlotte. You can have that topic.
Yeah, we
all
just
day
did.
long.
You can have, you can beat up on Charlotte all day long too.
No, I'm
but-
not beating up on Charlotte. I'm saying Charlotte didn't have a problem.
Well,
They'll-
I think we got schooled on Charlotte and
Charlotte
and the-
didn't have a
and the
problem.
Constitution, but
Charlotte maybe did, but I guess.
But it's
individuals-
one thing that we didn't have a problem is the second thing. And by the way, I really wish Governor Cooper would not have, once we had all the votes on the Dems and the Republicans to repeal it and have a cooling off period. That deal was done. That deal was done.
at the end of the day, though, you feel it discriminates against trans people.
None. Had nothing to do with that. It had to do with the fact that we were going to have a cooling off period and let's work, repeal HB2, which I voted for, by the way, if you go check the record, and then we're gonna have a cooling off period. But
Well, at
but
the
the
end of the
governor.
cooling off period, I'd just like to see new legislation that does not.
Well, that's what the whole purpose
discriminate
was.
against
He came
LGBT
over. He
folks.
came over and talked his Dems out of it. Talked them out of it. Absolutely talked them out of it. We had the votes. We had the votes, and that was very troublesome.
But if
What
it was
about
an
the
outright
others?
repeal, but it wasn't. It's
No, it
you,
wasn't.
You were
It
giving
was
up
cooling
certain,
on-
but you were giving up certain rights to be
Yeah,
able
no.
to sue against discrimination.
How do you feel about the other
120
provisions?
days, a 6-month cooling off period.
Were you
And
going?
we write it.
Were you willing to repeal the other provisions of the House?
Oh, I think
Bill
that's
too?
where the dialogue will be after the.
Okay, let's have that dialogue at some point. Right, I agree. But
I
at the end of the day, I
know.
don't want
Give
to
me
see LGBT folks get thrown under the bus. Anyway. Did you all have anything else in a quick?
Would we be able to arrange a next meeting?
Huh?
Could we arrange another meeting?
Well, let me.
Come
I mean,
with us
when?
in Burlington.
Back in Burlington, maybe in Alamance County.
It's probably gonna be tough during session, but until we get everything done.
Some weeks ago, I called because I didn't know what your local arrangements were, and I understood that if we made an appointment, you might could see us on a Monday or a Friday. Does that make sense?
Sometimes, but it's, believe it or not, it's, we're in the middle of a budget. And I'm in charge of the whole agriculture budget, environmental resources budget, commerce budget.
But you can understand why this would be an important time for us to want to talk to you, because you're in the middle of making so many very important decisions. And if it was something we felt really strong about,
Welcome coming up here and any input. But believe it or not, please remember, this is a part-time legislature, although I feel like it's full-time. And I do have a real estate business that I try to do as much as I can during budget time on Mondays and Fridays. It's not all the time. But it's a lot easier up here because of, I'm here.
Well, one of the things we were thinking about is if we don't have everybody here that's concerned, I guess, so we were thinking of not a humongous group, but a little bit larger group than this, that maybe we could sit in. And a lot of what, I can speak for me now, is like to hear what you're seeing and what you're concerned about and where we could be in the mix.
Well, I think we'll have a good budget. We'll see another commitment to teachers. But we promised, we already promised.
Will this help all teachers, even
I
though
hope,
a lot of experience like me?
I think the biggest thing has been a little more emphasis on the more tenured teachers is where.
Oh, really? Good.
No, I'm saying, that's where I understand
Oh, good.
people would like us
Yeah.
to look a little stronger.
Yeah, 'cause I'm retired, but I would have
And
gotten
of course, that's
nothing.
another thing.
Nothing.
Good gosh, please help us,
Yeah.
work with us to keep retired teachers. The promise that was made, we got a
Thank you.
problem, folks. We got a problem that we cannot fund your retirement plan. I won't beat up people who made really bad decisions for decades when they weren't funding it. That was a problem. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about a solution. And we gotta find it. We gotta find that
What's
solution
the
because
solution?
right now it is billions of dollars.
What do you think the solution is to getting teachers' salaries up and putting at a lowering class size getting.
Well, see, that's kind of interesting that everybody wants to lower class size, but then the county commissioners have to build buildings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, that's not, all we have zero to do with
Put it
buildings.
in motion, put it in
Some of us
motion.
are at the county commissioners meetings
Just
advocating
make
for
sure
it.
you know that we got your paper, our dear, beloved paper. When the House said we're gonna lower those class sizes because the schools need that flexibility, what was printed in the paper the next day was legislators vote to raise class sizes. Now, that's just wrong.
Did you respond? 'Cause that.
Oh, I know, I chewed their fannies out.
Okay, 'cause I think we.
Because that's wrong. You don't do that. When we're trying to react to not good intentions to lower class sizes,
Right.
it always has an issue,
Yeah.
like there's nowhere to put them.
Well, it's an unfunded mandate.
Huh?
It's an unfunded mandate.
It's not a mandate. They asked for it. You just said we need to lower classes. You start to lower classes, then it falls back on the county to provide the facilities. We realized there was an issue there, okay? So the House passes a bill to give the local district flexibility, and your paper prints, we went to raise
Is
classes.
it our paper?
Huh?
Is
It
it
ain't
all-
mine.
But I tell you,
It's a good community paper.
if
It ain't mine.
They're getting.
they make everybody unhappy
I
sometimes.
know, but that's wrong. That's not what.
I've heard